Okay, you're up.
Hi, my name is Nancy.
I'm Piper.
And we're going to be talking about the Point Reyes Lighthouse conglomerate. So I wanted to start by saying, we as an immersive group visited the Point Reyes Lighthouse, and right across from the Point Reyes Lighthouse Visitor Center, adjacent to that is a beautiful outcrop of conglomerate where you can really see all the fine details.
So as the other group said, conglomerate is mostly formed by turbidite flows, and that's like a downhill flow of water. So when these rocks from all over the place go down, they kind of get rounded, and at the bottom they become sedimentary between layers of like fine sand, and then they harden into this conglomerate rock.
So essentially, conglomerate, which is the kind of rock, is sedimentary, which means that it has layers and is of like mud and clay, and it's just come together, and then you can see the pebbles, which are brought from lots of different places. And the thing that she was talking about, the turbidity flows, are also known as turbidites, is when there's by a convergent plate margin, there are two plates going back and forth, and usually that can make a mountain. In our case, that's a North American plate and the Pacific plate, and there's a mountain formed, and then there's diffuse plume or or like a dust kind of thing that goes into the water, and this makes the water thicker or denser, so it can hold pebbles, like rocks, things like that, and that forms the conglomerate that you can see here.
In this conglomerate, we saw something kind of special. We saw purple rocks and pebbles, and they come all the way from Mexico, and that kind of gives a scale of like how many different rocks and pebbles conglomerate can be made out of. And this specific conglomerate was on top of sandstone, and you can kind of see in the sandstone which direction the turbidite flow was going, because there's like a dent in the rock, and that's just how it was formed.
So like she was saying, you can see the purple volcanic material that's traveled all the way from Mexico, and there's materials coming from as far as the Canadian shield, which just shows you how far this has traveled and that it's made up of a lot of different material.
So we have a VR, and you can we have pictures of the lighthouse, and it's facing the conglomerate and sandstone layers. So you can look at that, and it's a little bit blurry, we're still figuring it out, but if people want to try it on.
Also, just so you know, you should hold it a little bit further away from your face, because if you put it directly on your eyes, it'll be way too blurry to see. So you have to hold it a little bit further away, just because of the phone.
And you can adjust it.
I don't think it's
And you
working.
can adjust that.
Like, it expands, because it's just made
It's like,
into that.
it's not moving.
Also, we have conglomerate samples, so you can see what we were talking about with how it's made up of a lot of different smaller fine
And
pieces.
you can adjust like these eye pieces.
It probably shouldn't be
Do you have
Yeah, now
samples?
it's wait, no, it's not moving.
Do you have that sample?
Is this supposed to move around?
There's nothing that you can like click on, but it should be moving around. You should be able to